So, I just decided, as always, because a good friend of mine, Jason Voorhees 2011, I usually am his hype man and, co-plotter for a lot of his fan fictions. And, yeah, he just posted something today that, we've been working on. Well, he's been working on. I've just been supplying ideas. And this is all him. He came to me with this idea, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And we kind of talked about how it would go down, and yeah, as you can see, this event is loosely based off of, well, yeah, it's very much based off of Marvel's Secret Wars. In fact, I don't want to spoil anything, but this does have ties to Secret Wars. Not the current Secret Wars with what's going on in Marvel, because that's boring as all get out. I'm talking about the classic Secret Wars story. That one with, back when Marvel treated all their characters with respect. So, yeah, this one's a little different. Rather than characters from all the same universe, it's characters from different universes called the Multiverse War. It is very much like the Secret Wars, and the story is the Beyonder has created a new battle world, and this time he's taken characters from other universes to fight in this new Secret Wars of heroes and villains. And yeah, when I say a lot of characters, I mean a lot. Like I've got, you've got Stormhawks, you've got Star Wars Rebels, you've got the 2012 TMNT lineup, you've got the 80s GI Joes and 80s Transformers, you've got Samurai Jack, the Powerpuff Girls. Danny Phantom, My Life, Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. They are all, a lot of them, and more. I don't want to spoil who else shows up in here, but yeah, they are all in here, and they're all teaming up to fight villains from their respective universes, Secret Wars style. Now, this is a, this is like a huge thing. This is going to be probably the biggest thing, because the first chapter, as always, I put the first chapter down below, the link to the first chapter down below, and you guys can read from there. It is a little long, but trust me, it's worth it. It goes right out the gate. You do see there is a lot of action, especially in the first chapter. A lot, and I do mean a lot. And there's some humor in there. Jason is going to be dealing with Jason and I are going to be dealing with a lot of characters, and it's nice to see, when I was reading this chapter, like I said, it's about 90% him, 10% me. Not even that, like 5% me. Well, no, I don't know. He did all the effort, basically. He did a majority of the effort. And he nails every character's personality. And there's going to be a lot. When reading this chapter, the first chapter, right out the gate, I was like, oh my god, he knows all these characters. And you can actually, I can almost hear the voices of those characters in my head, and I love when a fanfiction does that, especially in a crossover fanfiction, because that's hard as all get out. But yes, there are other there's all going to be these types of characters. Again, you've got Stormhawks, you've got G.I. Joe, you've got Ninja Turtles, you've got Jenny, you've got Danny Phantom, you've got all these different characters, and Steven Universe. I forgot to mention, yes, Steven Universe is in this series as well. I totally forgot that. Steven Universe. Steven, Garnet, Peridot, Pearl, and Amethyst are all in here. And yeah, there's some other characters that are going to be showing up in here from their universes that are going to surprise you, as well as some other, dare I say, appearances from other characters, like a certain character that shows up at the end that may surprise you. There are going to be, Jason and I did talk about other characters showing up, especially a certain two from another Disney show. Not saying who they are, but they're going to make an appearance later on in the story. But yeah, like in Secret Wars, getting back to the plot real quick, like in Secret Wars, the Beyonder has brought all these characters together and is more or less telling them to fight, and then the winners will get their one wish granted. And yeah, there are, that's going to be a lot of fun to see how these villains from different universes and heroes from different universes interact, especially from the entrance of some of them. I really want to spoil some of the fights you see between the heroes in the first chapter, because everyone's all confused. They've just been sucked through portals and brought to some, unknown world full of other people. But there are some really cool fights throughout the entire first chapter, and really interesting ones, like a few that I didn't see coming. I will say that there's a really cool fight. I don't. God, this is just such a cool chapter, and Jason Voorhees, I know he's watching this video, because I'm always the hype man for him. He's a really good writer, and like I said, this first chapter is a bit long. I'm not going to lie, it is a bit long, but it is filled with action to keep the story going. It flows really well, and yeah. This is going to be all around awesome, I guarantee it. Like I said, the link is below, so if you guys want to check it out, by all means, have yourself a look, and be prepared for something awesome. Like I said, link will be below for the first chapter. You guys can read from there as he posts. But yeah, just go check out the Multiverse War. It is a lot of fun. Anyway, so once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.